perform better. So this means that in order for every school to perform better, it simply requires continuous improvement, requires examining leadership, resource allocation, teaching and learning, and student engagement, and help school leaders shift the focus from outcomes. For example, such as low test scores or absenteeism, to the multiple factors that contribute to them. Next is to expand early childhood care and development. So the main goals why we must expand early childhood care and development is to nurture the children for their physical and mental development and to prepare them for schooling with the right attitudes and habits. Next is to transform non-formal and informal interventions into an alternative learning system, yielding more EFA benefits. So this will provide a gateway or path for all to further education and vocational training, as well as to formal employment. Without basic education, people are vulnerable to extreme poverty. Next, we have number 4. Promote practice of high quality teaching. So this means that we focus in improving nationwide school level performance on the reasonable assumption that improving performance of every school will improve aggregate performance of the whole system of schools. Needed action is the development itself, the introductory or the introduction, and propagation and adoption of instruments for every school to assess its capabilities and performance in attaining EFA goals, and to define or articulate cost effective quality assurance standards. So the high quality educations enables us to lead a successful life and enhances our intelligence, skills, knowledge, and brings positive changes in our life. Next, number 5, adopt a 12-year program for formal basic education. So this supports the premise that improving teachers' practice of teaching is an important component of improving basic education outcomes. Teacher proficiency and performance is a major determinant of students' achievement in If such literacy programs were integrated in all existing socio-economic programs addressing adult concerns, needed action is to define and propagate cost-effective alternative learning options for achieving adult functional literacy in regional languages, Filipino and English, and for government to finance the integration of these alternative learning options for the effective acquisition of functional literacy. Okay, so next we have number 7. Provide adequate and stable public funding for country-wide attainment of EFA goals. So this means that action needed is for the national government to adopt a new public funding framework for basic education that coherently combines national and local government funding to support the most cost-effective local efforts to attain quality basic education outcomes in every locality across the whole Philippines. So with this respect to EFA goals, the implementation of the right to education requires funding in order to rebuild or to build schools, pay teachers' salaries and training, and provide teaching materials and etc. It also obliged to provide progressively free secondary and higher education and to continuously improve the quality of education. Next, we have number 8. Create a network of community-based groups for attainment of local EFA goals. So it is primarily focusing to governance because it is based on the attainment of local EFA goals. So the action needed is to form a nationwide network of multi-sectoral groups advocating, supporting, and monitoring attainment of EFA goals in their respective localities, and as well as organized community-based EFA groups that can be or become influential in supporting attainment of goals through various community institutions that may include schools, media, local government, local business, local culture, and sports, and also the other potential resources for quality education in the whole community. Next, we have number 9. Monitor progress in efforts towards attainment of EFA goals. So the efforts need to be informed by results, reliable, scientific, and objective measurements of educational outcomes and of instructional and learning effort are crucial to all stakeholders. Action needed is to ensure that ample supply of objective information about level of effort expended and extent of progress attained keeps the nation's and each community's attention focused on these results.